just unsiege them at the worst possible time. Oh no, you gotta watch out for these wraiths. Actually, that was a good timing because those wraiths would have just sat there and picked up the tanks. But and Casey's gonna bring in his wraiths to fight off the opponent wraiths, and we will see how this goes. Oh no, Casey, you're gonna lose all those wraiths. Yeah, one wraith goes down, and the other wraith is almost down. You need another scan, Casey. I hope he has another scan. He only has 10 HP left on that wraith, and that is, I believe, his last wraith that he has produced. He needs to probably get another 1 or 2 out, or he needs to get some Goliaths. But I didn't even see an armor yet for Casey, which is interesting because in a TVT you definitely do need those upgrades. As we know, if you get to the second upgrade, your tanks take down your opponent's tanks in 2 hits instead of 3, and that is absolutely huge. And Casey's gonna get rid of this lone marauding, wandering ranger vulture. I think that is siege, maybe that's being upgraded for Upmagic there, and Upmagic throwing down 2 more factories, Casey also throwing up 2 more factories. So both of them are pretty evenly matched here, even though Casey's base went up a little bit later because he did so much economic harassment with those raids, like 15, 16 SCVs worth of economic damage. They are very, very even right now, still. And now the raids of Upmagic coming in to try and do some harass on Casey, and Casey does not have any anti-air at the moment other than his own raids, and at least at his base, and he has 2 Goliaths, and they are going to come back, so he has an armory somewhere, I just didn't see it. And those Goliaths are going to come back and try and stop these raids from doing any more harass. He needs to get a scan off, but he's probably trying to save a scan to try and force the rates of, you can pretty much force the rates to keep moving even with if you don't scan, just because of the threat of a scan. So I guess that's how he was playing that. He's going to try and save his scans for tank sites and things like that, because yeah, you do have a lot of things that you use your scans for as a Terran player in a TVT. Everything from scouting to getting helping the range on your tanks to having deal with rates, everything. And this starport is now finally going to be noticed in its proxy location by Upmagic, and Casey really should lift it off, or at least try and save it, because he's going to need dropships at some point in this game if it keeps going on for a while, which I think it will. And he's going to need dropships, otherwise he's going to fall behind. And some white dude who actually doesn't cover space, which is awesome. But now we're going to see an engagement here, but Casey's tanks are so bunched up, I think they're going to take so much damage from the tanks of Upmagic. But Casey just has more tanks now, but the Goliath's going to move into really close range on these tanks, and these tanks are going to go down, although this one tank might be able to survive. Yeah, this one tank does survive as the reinforcing units for Casey came in and saved it. And Casey really should think about moving that starport. Upmagic has produced his first dropship now. We'll see what he does with those. And Casey placing some mines in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Casey does have his dropship produced as well. Actually, Upmagic probably doesn't even know that dropship is there. He might be able to take big time advantage and maybe get some tanks and some other forces. Just go with a I don't know, what's the opposite of an elevation? I mean, usually you see players go up the ramp. What's a de-elevation? A depression? I don't know. Upmagic coming in here with a drop of some form. We will see what is in it, whether it's tanks or vultures, and it is going to be 1 tank and 2 Goliath, 1 tank and a Goliath, and I don't know if there's anything else. And that could do a lot of damage to his mineral line if he isn't careful. And he is going to pull his SCVs, which is definitely the smart thing to do. But Casey also coming in here with 4 vultures into Casey's base, getting some SCV kills already, placing down some mines outside of the factories. He's going to have to be clear those before anything else is produced at those factories. And more SCVs going down. I think that was 4 or so SCVs that have already gone down. I don't have any idea what the count is of dead SCVs on Upmagic's base, or Casey's base. At least 4 I saw on that tank, and it looked like 8 or so SCVs went down, 7, something like that for Upmagic. So both players doing some decent harass on the other, and actually neither player has set up for a third base quite yet. I expect one of them will try to do so, and Casey just sort of moved his starport like a third of the map to the left and put it down still at that bottom position. That's really weird, because that starport is still really, really, really vulnerable. And I guess he just really wanted another dropship out. He didn't want to have to wait for it. Something's going on at the top right there. That might just be vultures placing mines or something to stop any sort of expansion from going down. At least that's what I'm going to assume at this point. And that is a pretty big force for Casey, and he sees this drop coming in for Upmagic, so he's already responding. He's going to be, I don't know if he'll be quite ready for it, but he is going to have a pretty fast response to it. And this is a big drop, actually. This is something like 5 tanks and a couple Goliaths. And yeah, those vultures, unfortunately, even though they got close, were not able to do anything. And Upmagic is doing a lot of damage right now. The SCV's coming off the line to try and fight off these tanks, and they are all among those tanks. Those tanks will probably go down, but he is going to lose a lot of SCVs. He is losing a ton of SCVs. Those SCVs got absolutely manhandled. Wow, those SCVs did not do nearly as much damage as I thought they would, and he's bringing more SCVs up the line. You need to be really careful with your SCV count. Right now, you've lost a lot of SCVs with Casey. And okay, this time the SCVs are going to do their job right and actually are going to kill all these tanks. Although that last volley might have killed some more. And yeah, those Vulture Mines are going to stop that command center from being put down in the correct spot. But no, the SCVs go down again. Those 2 Goliaths are still alive. What the heck is going on? Casey is having so much trouble clearing this out. This is so bad for Casey. He has no SCVs at his main. He's going to transfer some from his natural back to his main, but he is way behind right now on SCV count. He really needs to throw up a 3rd command center and replenish his SCVs if he has the resource support, of course. And another drop coming in here. Uh-oh, this could be really bad because those tanks can definitely reach the refinery and that mineral line from where he is. And yeah, that's what he's going to do. And we'll see how much damage he's able to do. And actually, I think this one will be cleared out pretty easily. There's a lot of Goliaths there, so they're going to be able to take down those siege tanks pretty quickly, which is good for Casey. Otherwise, he was going to fall even farther behind. And Upmagic decided to land that command center at the top right there in a, you know, not the best spot. I think he needed to be down another spot or two. Those mines, although annoying, are not going to stop Casey from using, or stop Upmagic from using that base. Casey's still producing dropships out of that starport, and another drop coming in now for Upmagic. Upmagic is not going to give Casey even a moment's breath, and I think this could be really, really devastating for Upmagic. Depending upon where these units drop, he needs to drop them somewhere. Oh, he's going to go back behind the mineral line again. Although the Goliaths might be able to pick up the dropships if the Goliaths get up that. No, the Goliaths not getting shots off, and these dropships are just going to circle and leave, I think. Probably stop this, probably kill this SCV real fast. Don't let the expansion go up. Nope, not even going to stop to kill that SCV. He's just going to float away. He knows he has the advantage. Why take a risk of having a really poor drop and give the swing back to Upmagic and or back to Casey? And Upmagic going to come in with a ground force here, a bunch of tanks, but he's going to get surrounded by the drop and the forces in the front, and I think he's going to go down. Yeah, all those tanks are going to go down quite quickly, and the dropships for Upmagic are coming in to do something. I think he needs to be careful with those. I don't know, they're going to run away again. But yeah, this is going to get cleaned up by Casey, but that's 4 dropships now for Upmagic. That is an extremely powerful and mobile force. Something in the top right moving around. I don't know if that's a scouting vulture or if there's some, or if a dropship, but I'm going to guess it looks like it's probably a vulture. Can't really tell. We will see. And it looks like Upmagic is going to move in for another drop. He is just drop crazy right now, and he's going to drop the main again, and if he can get another successful drop, this will be game very, very quickly. And I don't know what he's doing. He's sort of just floating around. I wonder if those things are empty and are just like distracting Upmagic, or distracting Casey, because he has not used those at all. And one of the drop ships for Casey is going to get picked. Nope, that dropship barely gets away and survives from those Goliaths. And Casey bringing his SCVs off the line again to fight off these tanks that are brought to the natural. And he's losing so many SCVs again. All those SCVs go down again. So bad for Casey. Casey, mouth open, just shocked that his SCV versus tank micros are so far. Is Upmagic really throwing up a base in the top left? That would be so bad for. That's just adding insult to injury here. Yeah. That refinery just went down at the natural, and Upmagic has certainly won this game, and I think he's throwing a base up in the top left just to be bad-mannered, really. There's no reason for that. It's just kind of mean. It's almost disrespectful to the veteran Casey here, who's putting up a fight. And yeah, now Upmagic's bringing these dropships again. We'll see if there's actually anything in them this time. And these forces at the front for Upmagic are going to get counter-dropped, or just get dropped and are going to go down. And now Upmagic is going to drop. He's going to siege up all these siege tanks and all these Goliaths. And they're going to do so much damage again. Going to take down a ton of SCVs probably. Here they come. And the reinforcing units, they're going to try and get here, but I think they might be late. You really need to have dropships to counter this. Otherwise, as you get funneled in, the tanks are just going to wreck you. Yeah, this is exactly what's going on. Casey is definitely dead here. Lost his academy there. Still going to lose more and more stuff constantly. And I don't know what he can do. Yeah, he just decided to GG there. And Upmagic's drops were absolutely ridiculous. That was a great start by Casey with going for that Wraith build, but he was not able to fight off the repetitive drops of Upmagic, and Casey kept pulling SCVs off the line to try and fight off those drops, and it just was not successful. And the failure of those SCV pulls is really what cost Casey the game. So good game by Upmagic, good attempt by Casey. It was definitely close, at least at the beginning, and I will see everyone in set 3.